Alright, welcome back to another episode of All Things IBL. Today we're going to have a similar video, but we're going to be covering the team tier list this time. And remember, this is my personal opinion, so if you want to complain, drop it in the comments. Don't DM me. Some people have, and I don't know. Alright, so we'll start with the records. For the Coastal Division, we have Cooking with Grease at 6-0, Serpentine and Hang 10 both 3-2, Nightmare 2-1, Rat Tactics 0-3, and the Strikers 0-6. I don't know why Rat Tactics hasn't played more games. I don't know. So, and then Volcanic Division, we have Nocturnal Strong 7-0, Femme Fatales 4-2, Street Sharks 3-2, The Tavern 2-3, Arctic Guards 0-4, and Golden Goldens 0-5. Okay, so for my tier list, I used the wins and losses, but I didn't go strictly off of them. I kind of went off potential and maybe how RNG could have played a part in some of the games going their way. So in last we have the Strikers. I just besides the game against us, the Tavern, they really haven't been kind of close with some teams. Most teams they've just been it's been mostly a 2-0. I do think they do have potential if they want to get some wins later in the season, but they haven't been able to execute yet. Next up, we have the Arctic Guards, and no slander to Commissioner Chan Diggity Dog, but he might not be up to par with the IBL skill level. I mean that in the nicest way possible, Chan, if you're watching this. And I think, but they as a whole, they definitely have some great talent around Chan that can definitely help them. Number 10 is the Golden Goldens. They're 0-5 winless. They had 2 tough games today with only winning 1 round in between both of them. I think that the Golden Goldens are a very kind of monotone team that kind of does the same thing multiple times, but when it doesn't work, they don't really have a plan B. I think that they also need to kind of revolve around Blurry more and let Blurry take the shots and let him do what he does best. Instead of just build a team identity around Blurry instead of just trying to do whatever, making up strats. Number 9 is Nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a Nightmare game, but I've checked summaries. I promise I do study. I don't go into this knowledge list. But yeah, they're number 9. Number 8 is Rat Tactics. Even though they are 0-3, they've gone off to a pretty slow start. I do still think that they have the talent and the strategy and the will to beat many teams, and they're incredibly skilled. Number 7 is the Street Sharks. I think they're a really talented filled roster with a bunch of good Minecraft gamers, but I feel they're still developing to translate it toward the IBL. However, they have Rotom, who's been playing extremely well this season. I believe having 4th or 5th on the kills leaderboard. So he's been doing really well. And they've been getting better to just kind of build a game off Rotom. Number 7 is the Tavern. I think we definitely got off to a shaky start, but I think we are getting better with our pickup of Dudachu. And I think his strategical mastermind. I think we have been able to play more together, so I do think we are better than we were. I think we are better than our record. Number 5 is Hang 10. They definitely have one of the most stacked rosters, but they have been struggling to get some wins over some better teams. Number 4, we have Femme Fatales, arguably the most skilled roster overall with Behavior Murray, Aquatra, and X-Apple. But they haven't really been able to execute, especially in their most recent game versus Nocturnal. I saw that they didn't really have, they weren't really adapting to what Nocturnal was throwing at them. Number 3, we have Serpentine. I think the Serpentine Hang 10 rivalry has been a great one. I've watched both games. And the Serpentine did get the best of them today by a little bit of a wider margin. Okay, and the top 2, they really can go hand in hand. You can't really make a better one until they go against each other. But I have Cooking with Grease 2 and Nocturnal 1. Purely because Nocturnal's been winning. They've only gone to map 3 once out of their 7 games. They've had 6 2-0s, which is absurd. And Cooking with Grease is almost as dominant. I just think Nocturnal with Cammy and Koi, probably the two front runners for MVP, are just so much stronger than everyone else in the IBL. That's my list. Thank you for watching. See you soon.